YouTube? It's me, the BBK, and welcome to the Boss's Ride. Who just Today is beautiful. The clouds are wicked, and they're saying we're going. Good morning, pretty saucy. Girl, that mean the people gonna be out in they tank tops and they short shorts. They gonna be out half. Hear me? Get naked. Show some skin, but it is not. That is not what. March is not my friend. That March wind takes me out. So I'm going to stay bundled up, covered up, wrapped up, locked up, and in the house. I got to... Last night I wanted some chips so bad. I just wanted something salty, so I popped some popcorn. But look, I just wanted to come over here real quick. I shared an Instagram video on my wall. And it was from, damn, I can't think of the name of that. And it shows them running the VAERS report. Now, we went over the other day when we was on StreamYard, and we went down through the report, and we pulled up some stuff and looked at some stuff. But they showed us how to filter through the whole form and get all of the results for the people in January. Because remember, it was just last week that they finally approved Johnson & Johnson's single dose vaccination. Now, Johnson & Johnson has had the best statistics and the best outcome from the shot. But remember, they wouldn't approve them to do the shot at first. They only approved Merck and Pfizer. So Johnson & Johnson has now been approved. They're shipping in, all of the vaccines and whatnot. And what's odd to me is that they're more concerned with giving us the vaccine than getting those people in Texas some water and food and help with them. I went down there in 2 days, raised over $5 million instead of her getting people, subcontracting people to go to different homes and at least help them get the water out. You know what I'm saying? Worst case scenario, or plaster up go upstairs and plaster the walls, or do something, stop the water from running. Instead of them doing that, she gives it to her favorite charities. And if you don't know anything about charities, let me tell you something about charities. Way to get a tax write-off for the person that's giving the money to the charity. But on the flip side, the charity that is receiving the money expenses and salaries before they do any work. So I could give my favorite charity $1 million to help people. The person that's receiving the money, they're going to charge for processing, the receipt of the deposit. They're going to pay out salaries and wages to anybody that's helping them process the $1 million. Then they're going to turn around and sit down and have a board meeting and talk about how they want to spend the money. They're going to pay the board of directors for the meeting. They're probably going to have the meeting in a nice restaurant or rent out a conference room in a hotel. They're going to pay all of that. They're going to pay the wages and salary for people who had to come and take the minutes and do all the things. Then they got to take a vote. And then they got to, sit down and contact those different people and see what they can do to help the people. They're going to charge for the phone calls, the emails, all of the things. Then when they get ready to send the money to those people that's supposed to get out and do the work, they're going to charge for handling that too. So you're going to send them $1 million to help somebody. They're going to spend $400,000 before they send $300,000, and the $300,000 that's left will probably go back to expenses and other things that they need to carry on the foundation or the organization. But you know what? Business is set up to be shady, and that's the realization of it. Ways to get over, and a lot of people don't understand. They go into business, and I get it, you want to pay your bills, you want to make money, you don't want to have a limitation on the amount of money that you make, so you go into business as a for-profit. But quiet as and the cat under the RV, girl, I believe the money might be in a nonprofit organization, especially if you sitting up rubbing shoulders, right? Especially if you can show how many people that you went out and helped and that you guys are staying out in the field working. If you can prove the money bags person that you guys stay working, y'all always out in the field doing this, doing that, those people will study run money to you. And then they'll elbow their buddies and have their buddies running money to you. See, for them, again, it's a tax write-off. So the more money they give to you, the more they can end up getting back on their taxes. And for you being a nonprofit organization, your only obligation to the three wise men, right, is to make sure you're not making a profit. That's the only obligation that a nonprofit organization has with the three wise men, is to make sure they're not making a profit. Profit, what does that mean? That means you paying out the money. Who you paying out the money to? Hell, anybody I need to pay it out, long as I can show that the money going out. Okay, baby, thank you. I appreciate you. That's the only thing. To make sure that you got a record of paying the money out, whether you're buying supplies. And I'm gonna tell you something, a lot of nonprofits and stuff will go out and buy a shitload of supplies, pay a warehouse to store all of the stuff in there. And then when they're going out giving stuff away, they buy Christmas stuff, school supplies, they give stuff to church, all of the things. And then so when it comes time for them to go out into the field and put the work in, what money are they spending? They paying wages, right? And you a 1099, so they don't have to pay taxes on it. Let's take it a little bit further. What if I can solicit a lot of other rich people to volunteer? Then what do I to write off the amount of money that it would have cost me, right, to pay you? Well, you didn't spend no money. Yeah, I did, because I gave it as a donation. But I thought you said you didn't pay them, they work for free. I gave a donation to their favorite charity. You see how that go? All you got to do is spend money, and you can pay a salary. You can pay several salaries. Your board of directors gets salaries. You can pay wages. You can have expenses. So you're still spending the money. You're not making a profit off of it when in the reality profit. I'm just saying. So people think they doing, and you know what, having a business and making a profit and making good money, is nothing wrong with it.